Jonna Wheeler. As a certified eating psychology coach, I have been specially trained to help you resolve the most common health and eating challenges of our day. In this presentation, I will answer the most often asked question. How do I work with clients to facilitate healing? Boo Boo Person will help me demonstrate this. This could be a man or a woman, but I'm going to use the feminine. Whether sessions are in person or on the phone, clients get my undivided attention. I love you. This presentation is for you. I hope you enjoy it. Miss Boo Boo Person, I'm so glad you reached out to me. Tell me, what's been going on for you? You've come to me because you have candida, yeast overgrowth, leaky gut, and a growing list of chronic symptoms. You've been to doctor after doctor, and they have not been able to help you. I understand you are frustrated, and I know you want results. First, I want you to know your striving has not been your fault. It's the information your parents and then you have been working with that's been the cause of your struggles. Also, your striving has not been in vain. There are life lessons to be learned along the way. And oftentimes, we get the information we need when we're ready to receive it. What do you want your life to look like in 3 years? What would you feel, and what feelings would you not have if it were true for you? I am committed to your highest goal and helping you reach it in the most efficient way. Would you agree your body feels like one big boo-boo? Yes? What do you do when you have a boo-boo? You take notice, you clean it, protect it, and give it what it needs to heal. The basic strategy I use must be customized to best suit you, because how you got sick is unique to you and needs to be addressed in several areas. The customized plan unfolds as I get to know you. Do you have any questions? What do you need to do to work with me? Glad you asked. I will email you the intake forms for you to complete. When I receive them, we will schedule your intake session. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be of service to you. So first, we take notice. Hello, Miss Boo Boo Person. How are you feeling? You're anxious to get started. I reviewed your intake questionnaire and I appreciate the effort you put into it, because the more detailed your answers are, the better I can help you. I'm going to listen to your story and ask questions because the clues to your healing are found in your journey. We know if we don't remove filth from a boo-boo, it will not heal. In fact, it will get infected. That's what often happens when a boo-boo goes a long time without receiving what it needs to heal. Let's look deeper and see what's causing your boo-boo to fester. Chronic symptoms or illness is an indication that your body is burdened with a high toxic load. Tell me about your environment and the sources of your drinking water. Email me a list of the products you use so I can look up their ingredients. The answers you provided during your intake session were very helpful. I don't want to overwhelm you with too much information. This work will progress in stages. During your follow-up sessions, we will work on cleaning your boo-boo. Do you have any questions? How long will it take for healing to happen? I'm glad you asked. It depends on how long it takes to cleanse and detoxify your body. The body doesn't like fast. Healing happens when it's ready to happen. It's not something I can predict, and it certainly cannot be rushed. Fast equals stress. Stress will sabotage every healing strategy we do. So it's important for you to relax into your journey. Healing will happen faster if you don't force it. As your coach, I will support and encourage you through this process. As your counselor, I will make you aware of things I see and recommend ways to make improvements. If you have any questions, please reach out to me in an email. Second, we clean it. Hello, Miss Boo Boo Person. How are you feeling? Hopeful? I'm so glad. So last session we left off with looking deeper to see what's causing your boo-boo to fester. Oh, so you've been exposed to perfumes and tobacco smoke. They contain toxic chemicals and heavy metals that enter the body through the lining of your lungs. That would explain why you're having respiratory problems. How have you tried to reduce your exposure to these things? Some of the ingredients in your personal care and laundry products may be causing you problems. I can help you find healthier versions of those things. When you get rid of heavy metals that have accumulated over a lifetime, lots of symptoms disappear. Poor memory, anemia, arthritis. And you can avoid things like heart and kidney problems, bizarre nerve sensations, chronic pain, and bone disorders. Let's find the sources of heavy metals and begin removing them. Mercury is more toxic than lead and constantly seeps into your body from the fillings in your mouth. It travels to the brain and spinal cord and can cause neurological problems like MS. I can help you find a biological dentist who is specially trained to remove them safely. I admire your determination to reach your goals. Next, I'd like you to email me a list of what you drink, and we will begin to look at your beverages during your next session. Do you have any questions? You want to know when we will start working to get rid of Candida. Actually, we've already begun, because your immune system needs to be strong to put Candida in its place, and we are taking steps to strengthen your immune system. Very good. I look forward to communicating with you by email until your next session. Hello, Miss Boo Boo Person. How are you feeling today? You're still feeling bloated, okay. What's been going on for you since our last session? You replaced your personal care products with healthier versions. Good. Did you notice any improvement? Your underarm pain is gone. Great. What did you struggle with? You got an appointment to have your fillings removed. Wow. You are doing a really great job. Let's keep looking to see what's causing your boo-boo to fester. I want to make sure your beverages are hydrating you and don't cause harm by adding to your toxic load. You feel bloated by the end of the day? Most people are dehydrated and don't know it. If the water you are drinking isn't getting into your cells, it's not able to get nutrients in or pull waste out. Water is pooling between the cells, causing bloating, while your cells are dehydrated, starving for nutrition, and dying early, which is aging. Fluoride in municipal water supplies destroys vitamins B1, C, E, beta-carotene, and destroys the function of all human enzymes. Residues from your dishes and what is absorbed through your skin during a shower can contribute to your toxic load. Coffee acts as a diuretic, which depletes your body of nutrients and contains many toxic substances. I can help you increase the quality of your drinking water and beverages. You've done a great job reducing your exposure to environmental toxins and finding healthier versions of the products you use. Now I'd like you to provide a list of medications and supplements so we can look at that during your next session. Do you have any questions? When will we start doing the actual cleanses? It is important to stop putting toxins in before we start cleanses, to remove them from the body. We're doing the prep work for the cleanses by identifying and eliminating the sources of toxins. Otherwise, it would be like filling a tub with a drain open. If you need to ask me a question during the week, just send me an email. I look forward to receiving your next email update this weekend. Hello, Miss Boo Boo Person. How are you feeling? Better? Awesome. What have you acted upon since your last session? You got the things I recommended and started using them right away. Great. Did you notice any improvement? You are less thirsty and not feeling bloated. But for a couple of days you did experience a mild detox reaction? That's because toxins are being pulled out of your cells, and it's the first stage of cleansing your body. Let's talk about symptoms. Symptoms are not the problem. Symptoms are the language of the body communicating to you that there is a problem, and they point to the problem. Medications tell the body to shut up. They mask symptoms instead of addressing the cause of this dysfunction. And they are toxic to the body. Medications also deplete, block the absorption of, or are antagonistic to nutrients in your food and those stored in your body. This causes you to either not absorb and utilize the nutrients you consume, or they cause you to excrete vitamins and minerals in storage. This causes greater deficiency. The body malfunctions because vital nutrients are deficient. And then it is given medications that cause greater deficiency, making the problem worse. As deficiency increases, dysfunction also increases. Symptoms multiply, requiring more medication, which creates more deficiency. If you take supplements, the medication will cancel them out. I'm not a doctor, and I can't prescribe or tell you to stop taking medications. You must approach your doctor about this. I help you understand the language of symptom, tune into body wisdom, and find alternative remedies that help the body resolve the cause of symptoms. The majority of supplements on the market are made in a lab. Synthetic supplements cause more nutritional deficiency than they correct or prevent. For example, people unknowingly consume a lot of inorganic iron. This is one of the few nutrients that steadily accumulates in the body. Symptoms of iron toxicity include severe fatigue, chronic infections, excessive thirst, and pancreatic dysfunction. Iron specifically destroys the cells responsible for the synthesis of insulin. Supplementing with iron to correct anemia without addressing the cause of anemia can cause other problems. Iron absorption from foods may be blocked by megadoses of calcium or magnesium. Supplementation is no substitute for optimum nutrition. Nutrients from whole foods, with their cofactors and synergy intact, work in concert with the body chemistry to prevent, heal, and control all disease. Let your food be your medicine first. I can evaluate your nutrient status and help you find the best quality of those things that are truly needed. I teach you how to maximize digestion and assimilation so you don't need supplements except to correct deficiency that has compounded over the long term so you can reach homeostasis. Everything you are doing is right on target. Next session, we will look at how to increase food quality. Food is a big subject because it has lots of moving parts, but we're going to eat this elephant one bite at a time, okay? Please email me a list of the foods you remember eating as a child and during your early adult years. How were they prepared? During your next session, I'd like to begin looking at your diet and how we can make simple improvements that will give you the greatest benefit. I look forward to your next email update. If during the week you have any questions about the things that we've talked about so far, just send me an email. Hello, Miss Boo Boo Person. How are you feeling today? Much better? Fabulous. What have you been doing since your last session? You had your fillings replaced. That's terrific. Did you notice any improvement? Your immune system feels less burdened. Wonderful. Removing mercury is a huge step to improving immune system function. We will detox the heavy metals as part of your whole body cleanse. Food is a big topic with several areas, but we are going to address each one systematically. One size did not fit all, especially with regard to nutrition. I customize everything as I work with you and identify what affects your body because you are unique. I've reviewed your past and current menu, and I want to make you aware of some chemicals in the processed foods that have bioaccumulated in your body for decades. I'd also like to ask you some questions to determine what your nutritional deficiencies are so we can take steps to correct them. Artificial colors, sweeteners, and flavors may cause kidney, liver, and central nervous system damage and cancer. This happens because food additives and cooking at high temperatures destroy or deactivate nutrients in the food and those in storage in the body. You say you've been diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. One possible connection is carrageenan, which is now added to organic products and also supplements. It may cause ulcerative colitis and may be carcinogenic. Also, ulcerative colitis is associated with deficiencies of vitamins A, B12, and K, and calcium. Caramel color may be causing your gastrointestinal tract inflammation and hair loss. You have respiratory symptoms and use a corticosteroid inhaler. Your vitamin B deficiency is extreme and B6 is severe. Vitamin B5 and B6 deficiencies are linked to respiratory illness. Cortisone destroys B vitamins, so the inhaler may be making your deficiency worse, and deficiency is the root cause of respiratory illness. Also, you have a severe biotin deficiency, which can cause nausea, vomiting, dry mouth, weak and brittle nails and hair. You continue to be deficient despite the fact that you've been taking supplemental biotin. So why isn't your biotin supplement getting the job done? It contains dibasic calcium phosphate that is a tablet binder, which is a synthetic food additive that blocks the absorption of nutrients. It may irritate the GI tract and cause an increased severity of lung disease. I can recommend ways to prepare foods high in B vitamins in a way that doesn't destroy these nutrients, and food-based supplements that are highly effective. You used to eat luncheon meats? I did also. Nitrates and nitrites in processed meats are considered dangerous by the FDA because they are converted in the stomach and intestines into compounds of even greater toxicity. They significantly increase the risk of stomach, esophageal, bladder, and liver cancer. The only reason they are not banned is because they prevent botulism. Are you having digestive complaints like indigestion, constipation, acid reflux, GERD, or heartburn? This is not caused by an antacid deficiency. It may not be the food, but how you are eating it that stresses your body. I can teach you about food combining and the chemistry of digestion and recommend some things to help your digestive system work more efficiently. First, let me say that potatoes are not your friend. They are not compatible with your biochemistry, and they harbor molds that produce harmful toxins. Also, cholesterol is blamed for causing plaque on artery walls, but the trans fats in hydrogenated oils are the true cause of hardening of the arteries. French fry and potato chip eaters beware. Benzene and benzopyrene are created when potatoes and other foods are cooked at high temperatures. They are potential carcinogens. I know you love pizza. Takeout pizza contains dough conditioners that may destroy vitamins and reduce the availability and absorption of minerals. They may cause gastrointestinal tract irritation, inflammation, and constipation. That's not good when you're trying to heal a leaky gut. Dough conditioners may cause skin rashes, interfere with The results of lab tests cause kidney damage and may cause or aggravate thyroid problems. They may be GMO corn-based. You can have pizza, but make it yourself with whole grain flour, water, and yeast. I know all of this can be overwhelming, but I'm here to help you. I've got simple menu and meal preparation ideas. I can help you put together a meal plan that's healthy and not a lot of work. We're going to take it one step at a time. Let me hold the big picture in my head because it can be a lot to take in. I can break it down for you in manageable pieces so you can focus on doing the next thing and then the next thing and then the next. Does that sound good to you? Great. I identify foods that contain lectins which are not compatible with your biochemistry and agglutinate your cells. They challenge your immune system and cause inflammation, which is a stressor for the body. I'm Italian, but tomatoes are not my friend. So no more tomato and mayonnaise sandwiches, tomato gravy and biscuits, spaghetti or pizza for me. I know it's tough to give up your favorite foods, but let's get adventurous and discover other highly beneficial foods, things that you may not have tried. I can explain to you why the Candida diet doesn't work. You can't starve Candida, but they will starve you. Carbohydrates are one of the 4 macronutrients, and your brain needs them for fuel. However, it is important to eliminate foods that are both high in sugar and low in fiber, because they feed Candida like throwing gas on a fire. I can teach you to eat in such a way that you get the nutrition you need to rebuild and strengthen your immune system, but leave crumbs for the Candida. If you don't feed Candida something, they will leave the GI tract and dive into your body, where they turn the glycogen in your muscles back into glucose to feed themselves. I don't want to scare you, but you need to know your enemy to defeat them. Candida are designed to decompose your body in the grave and will literally eat you. There are alternative remedies to manage your symptoms while we progress in this work. Food is expensive. I'm sure you want to get every bit of nutrition you are paying for. For example, when a grain is cracked, 75% of its nutrition is lost within 24 hours due to oxidation. So how much nutrition has been lost before you buy and use those rolled or steel-cut oats and flour? I can recommend ways to buy and prepare food so you can protect those nutrients. I wonder, how old is a loaf of bread in the grocery store? Bread has been in a plastic bag at room temperature. Mold inhibitors in baked goods damage the beneficial bacteria populations in your gut. Mold toxins incapacitate your liver. I can recommend a very good sprouted whole grain bread that is kept frozen, and simple recipes to make bread at home. 90% of processed food contains GMO ingredients. Soy, corn, canola, vegetable oil, oats, wheat, and livestock-fed GMO feed. The herbicide glyphosate opens the receptor sites in the intestinal wall and upregulates gluten. This creates gluten sensitivity, celiac disease, and insulin resistance. Glyphosate kills plants, so it may damage the beneficial bacteria, which are plants, in the gut, altering the gut microbiome. This results in dysbiosis and small intestinal bacteria overgrowth. 80% of your immune system is along the GI tract. When gluten and glyphosate come together, it causes leaky gut, and the intestinal wall cannot defend against pathogens. Does this help you make sense of why you've got gluten sensitivity? It was for me a shocking revelation that processed food is dead food. Even if it says organic on the label, it is still processed dead food because the nutrients, synergy, and cofactors are lost during processing. Organic just costs 3 times more. You are doing a great job. Big results require big action. New information can be overwhelming. Doing things differently can feel uncomfortable until they become your new normal. You're shifting your perspective to see the world differently and creating a new world. As always, if you need my input about something or have a question during the week, just reach out to me in an email. I am here for you. Is there anything you anticipate having a difficult time with? Keeping on track. This is a practice, not a perfect. Start with one meal, like breakfast. Next week, work on lunch. Then the next week, work on dinner. You can do it for one day, a week, or the entire week. Whatever you feel comfortable with. Is there anything you want to know or need from me? You'd like me to help you create a meal plan? No problem. I've got a tool to help make that easier. We can put our heads together and build variety into your menu, create a grocery list, and I can suggest ways to prepare food so you get the most nutrition. During your next session, I'd like to talk about your thoughts, feelings, and how you do life every day. Think about how you feel about exercise and how you use your time. You are making great progress. If you need me, I'm here for you. It's my job to help you through the difficult parts. But I need to know when things get tough for you. I want you to let me know how I can serve you better. Third, we protect the body. So last year you felt good, and then all of a sudden you had chronic fatigue or whatever it was. If you ask your body, it wasn't sudden. Perhaps it gave you signs that what you were doing or consuming wasn't good for you. If you did like me, you just pushed through, because chronic symptoms have become the new normal. Everyone is experiencing nagging complaints. We are exposed to more than 80,000 synthetic chemicals in the environment. Every day, industry is introducing more and more toxicants into the environment. Since the day we were born, we've absorbed toxic chemicals every day. The liver and kidneys were not designed to handle the cumulative effects of the toxic burden of such things. Toxins recirculate in the body and get lodged in organs and tissues. They weaken the immune system, trigger symptoms, develop into multiple chemical sensitivity, and autoimmune diseases. It is impossible in today's world to totally avoid environmental toxicants. It is important to be conscious of and reduce as many sources of toxicants as possible and keep the body's detoxifying systems functioning optimally to help transport harmful substances out of the body quickly. I can help you identify sources of toxicants so you can avoid them. In the world, there is an attitude that a little won't hurt me. In truth, the smaller the concentration of a particular chemical, the greater the toxicity can be. When exposed to a higher concentration of a toxic chemical, a cell will simply die. But at a lower concentration, the cell adapts and mutates, and the chemical acts as a carcinogen causing cancer. These toxic chemicals bioaccumulate in the body. No one is studying the total toxicity of numerous combinations of chemicals coming together to create a toxic soup inside the body. So the idea that a little won't hurt you is absolutely erroneous, and it leads to a false sense of security. There are no testing methods for non-lethal health effects that won't kill initially, but over time, they cause death after years of chronic exposure and illness. Over 700 poisonous substances are present at detectable levels in the body of the average American adult. The results of a study done by the Environmental Working Group revealed more than 300 toxic chemicals in newborn babies. If you are planning to get pregnant, it is important to eliminate as many sources of toxicants in your environment, personal care, and household products, foods, beverages, as you can. And to detoxify your body before conception. Because the toxic load you are carrying can be transferred to your unborn fetus. People come to me confused. Why is it they felt fine for so many years and feel so sick now? It's the bombardment of toxins year after year that bioaccumulate. Their stress is too high and the nutritional status is too low for too long. Your body has thresholds. And so basically, you might have been right under the key tipping point as far as accumulating toxins and your body being able to produce enough endogenous antioxidants to counter it. Then one day, you hit that tipping point and your health crashes. Then it's just a vicious cycle from there, because your body is not able to repair and heal, and generalized stresses start to overwhelm you. It just gets worse and worse. It makes perfect sense because previous generations had low toxicity and high nutritional status. 200 years ago, the cafe in town got their produce and meats from the same farmer outside of town that you did. And they prepared the foods the same way you would. You knew who grew and prepared your food. That's how they lived healthy and productive lives for 80 to 100 years. Today, it's not like that. If you want to get your health back, you've got to increase the quality of your food. That doesn't mean eating at better restaurants. Increasing food quality is about having a relationship with your food, spending time with it, and preparing meals at home from whole food sources. Hello, Miss Boo Boo Person. What's been working best for you? You really like the breakfasts? Terrific. What's blocking your progress? You need help figuring out lunch. I've got some great tips that will help make packing lunch a lot easier for you. I applaud your extraordinary efforts to do some extremely difficult things. You are so courageous. I like how you got adventurous about finding new foods to try. Did you notice any improvement? It's wonderful to hear your digestive complaints are greatly reduced. Anything that stresses the body will sabotage every healing strategy we do. Toxicants from outside the body and endogenous toxins inside the body stress organ systems and diminish immunity. During stress, you can feel your vital force draining out of your body. It's called fatigue, lack of energy, feeling tired. It is an indication your immune system is slowly dying. Do you have stinking thinking? I used to. Your mind is powerful. And the mind and body are interconnected. Negative emotions and toxic beliefs about self, others, and the world create negative chemical reactions in the body. For example, you could be eating the most nutritious organic food, but if you are in stress chemistry, it will cause digestive distress. You will not be able to properly digest, metabolize, and assimilate the nutrients in that food. And your elimination processes will be affected. Also, it will cause you to excrete nutrients from your body's reserves if you have any. This causes more deficiencies. Stress will also damage the beneficial bacteria populations in your intestines and depress your immune system. This is the opposite of what you want to have happen. Healing can only happen when you are in parasympathetic nervous system dominance or relaxation physiology. That should be 90% of the time. The body self-produces some of the most toxic substances known to man when it is in stress chemistry. Sources of stress can be relationships with others and self, finances, traumatic events, career and home life. I can help you learn ways to effectively address this. I don't like the word exercise. Excessive exercise or physical activity you don't enjoy or that is not appropriate for your biochemistry stresses the body. A healthy body can benefit from exercise and become stronger. But exercising when your body is sick and your body is nutritionally deficient weakens it even more. I help you choose movement that best suits you. A fast-paced lifestyle is a stressor for the body. It makes us sick and ages us faster. I can teach you how to reduce stress and move through unavoidable stress in a way that benefits you. Okay, so here's what I recommend. Do what you are comfortable with first. As always, if you need to ask a question during the week, just reach out to me in an email. If it feels like you need to schedule a phone session, we can do whatever you like. I'd like you to provide me a list of the symptoms that remain so I can help prepare your next session. Do you have any questions? Hello, Miss Boo Boo Person. How are you feeling today? It's wonderful to hear you have more energy and you are feeling more aware. What have you put into practice since your last session? You are taking more time with meals. Very good. Did you notice any other improvements? You're not experiencing digestive upset. Great. What did you struggle with? It was hard to slow down with meals at first, but now it's becoming easier and you see that you eat less because you're experiencing the pleasure of the meal. Also, that's great. Is there anything you can tell me that would help me help you better? As we continue to identify and eliminate things that stress your body, things that are causing your boo-boo to fester, I'm going to give you the information and tools you need to get this done. You can do this. Keep reminding yourself why you started in the first place. Don't attach any negative emotion to the process and just do the plan. Focus on your goal, and together we will get it done. Now that we've identified and removed sources of toxins in your food, beverages, products, and environment, we're going to move toward starting the actual cleanses. The thing is, you can't detoxify organs that are burdened with parasites. As humans, we hold no special status in the animal world. To opportunistic pathogens, we are at the bottom of the food chain. And we're nothing more than a potential host. The intestinal flatworm lays more than 1,000 eggs per your bowel movement. And they evacuate before hatching. However, if we have isopropyl alcohol in our bodies from the personal care products we use, it causes the eggs to hatch prematurely in our intestines. We remove parasites, viruses, and bacteria that have traveled through our leaky gut wall and into your bloodstream. These wee beasts live their entire life cycle inside your body. Toxicants come into the body from external sources. but also we self-produce toxins as a byproduct of metabolism and living a stressful lifestyle. In addition, the wee beasts living inside of us produce offspring, consume our nutrition, and create waste as a byproduct of their metabolism. This adds to our toxic load. The elimination system of the body was designed to deal with a minimum amount of this. When the liver is overwhelmed with poisons, it dumps them back into general circulation, where they recirculate and redeposit in our organs and tissues. It's no wonder you're feeling so sick and tired. Toxicants and heavy metals team up with pathogens to damage organs and produce tumors that become cancer. I can help you open the exits so toxins, toxicants, and pathogens leave your body, and learn the sources of contamination so you don't invite them back. I can teach you to reduce stress and move through stress that is unavoidable in a way that benefits you. If you've got Lyme disease, we can address that too. To heal the body, we must address the whole body because everything is connected. Healing is hard work for the body. I appreciate your tenacity and how you communicate with me consistently so I can help you keep the momentum going. Do you have any questions? You are doing a great job. Do you feel like you're making progress? Yes? Wonderful. Keep up the good work. I look forward to your next session. I look at all these areas to find where we can make improvements that will facilitate healing. When we remove physiological and psychological stressors, this will activate the healing mechanism of the body. During this process, the body is being detoxified and the immune system gets stronger. Fourth, we give your body what it needs to heal. The medicines that heal the body are optimum nutrition from whole food sources. Hello, Miss Boo Boo person. How are you feeling today? You feel more empowered and in control? Awesome. How have things been progressing since your last session? The changes are getting easier. That's great. You are extraordinary. Did you notice any other improvements? It is fabulous to hear that your constipation is gone. You have made such a positive difference in your health. What did you struggle with? You've got issues with certain foods. I've looked at your macronutrient balance and I can help you explore other options until your gut is healed. Magic happens when the body receives what it needs to heal. Protein sources like meat, and eggs. Carbohydrates from whole foods, like vegetables, garlic, lettuce, zucchini, carrots, leek, tomatoes, fruits, kiwi, apple, orange, strawberry, avocado, and whole grains. Ounce for ounce, raw grain has more nutritional benefit than when it is processed into bread. It also takes more body energy to digest the whole grain than the bread, which boosts metabolism. The result is more nutrition and less caloric value, less by virtue of the energy required to digest it. You would be surprised to learn that whole grains have twice the healing or antioxidant capacity of fruits and vegetables. There is absolutely nothing wrong with dessert. You still can have your cake and eat it too, if you make it yourself from high quality ingredients. Every evening, I have a cookie after dinner. Once a week, I enjoy a carrot pecan cupcake made from my grandmother's recipe. I give myself permission to eat dessert and thoroughly enjoy the pleasure of it without guilt. Food is meant to be pleasurable as part of the digestive process and appetite regulation. So yes, you can have your cake and eat it too. Dairy and milk and cheese and sprouted nuts and seeds. Cold water, wild caught fish. Not farm raised, which is fed GMO feed, given medications, and contain PCBs. Improve the quality of your water. When you increase the quality of your food by eating whole foods, they will nourish and rebuild your immune system. I help you retrain your brain and get rid of stinking thinking and replace it with positive mindset. I teach you how to step into your personal power, and I support you to be in your body and in the world in a way that enriches your life and the lives of others. Balancing work and rest is important. I want you to make sleep a priority. The soul is put in a body as a type of classroom. Life is a process of learning how to take care of the body we've got and do life in a way that works best for us. This sets you up for success. You're doing a great job. Do you have any questions? I look forward to your next session when we are going to begin the Candida exit strategy. Hello, Miss Boo Boo Person. How are you feeling today? You're sleeping better. Very good. What have you acted upon since your last session? You switched to organic as much as possible. Great. Did you notice any improvement? You feel less stressed. Terrific. What did you struggle with? Not so much now. Things are getting easier. Good. Next, we go after Candida and restore it to its proper form, function, and station, while healing the intestines and balancing the gut microbiome. It is critical that your immune system be strong so it can make this happen. Otherwise, total healing and homeostasis will not happen. You don't want to settle for managing symptoms or just feeling better. You want to feel awesome. That's your goal, right? What does healthy feel like? Optimal energy for the tasks of the day, an attitude of gratitude, creativity, enjoying your work, others focused, a positive perspective, not in a hurry, rest and relaxation, effortless enthusiasm, a smile just because, sleeping like a baby, sharp and clear mind, no pain anywhere, nourishment, balance, living in the present, feeling awesome. That is what I want for you. People ask me, once the candida is under control, can I go back to eating and living the way I did before? Yes, you can go back to doing the things that made you sick. That's your choice. But why would you want to? You will get sick again, but faster this time. Illness is the way we find out that we're not doing life in a way that serves us. There are less lessons to be learned, and when we don't learn them, we end up in the repeated spin cycle of trial and error. Health is a fragile thing that can be easily lost, and it takes a lot to get it back. Once health and vitality are restored and you feel better than you have since you were a toddler, you don't want to spend another day feeling less than awesome. Anything that doesn't support you in feeling fabulous isn't worth it. Life is too short to settle for less than what you truly want, which is to feel awesome. How many of you do just enough to get by? Don't you deserve better than that? Of course you do. Optimum health is the highest form of self-respect. I don't put anything on or in my body until I know what's in it. My body is too valuable and my health is too important for me to take one bite of something I know or suspect could be less than optimal nutrition for it. Don't tolerate neglect or abuse, especially from yourself. I had to learn this life lesson for myself the hard way. You are a treasure. You are valuable. And you can't earn it any more than a dollar bill can earn its value. Pain is not a bad thing. In fact, pain is our friend. It lets us know when we've strayed off the right path and gives us incentive to make better choices. Unfortunately, many of us need to reach a certain point when the misery and pain are so unbearable before we feel motivated enough to get real with ourselves about the habits that do not serve us and make the necessary lifestyle and attitude changes that invite health and happiness back into our lives. To put another way, when the pain of staying the same exceeds the pain of change, we do something about it. Healing is hard work for the body. How many of you picked your scabs when you were a child? Yeah, I did it too. What happened? It took longer to heal and left a scar. What does that look like as adults? Continuing to eat that favorite dessert made of refined sugar and trans fats that cause high triglycerides in the first place, thinking it's okay because the medication to lower triglycerides will take care of it. Coffee and energy drinks increase cortisol in an already stressed body, further exhausting the adrenals and causing it to excrete more nutrients than it takes in. The body can't heal when it's stressed. We're still picking our scabs. We're not taking notice, cleaning the body of what's harmful, protecting it and giving it what it needs to heal. When we continue to do the things that cause it not to heal, let's learn from our mistakes. There's another way we pick our scabs. We are taught to put ice on swelling to reduce inflammation. The body isn't making a mistake by creating inflammation. The self-healing mechanism of the body is rushing healing fluids and nutrients to the area and taking away damaged tissue and toxins. Heat, like a fever, kills germs. We are slowing the healing process by reducing circulation and heat. We take medication to reduce a fever and pain and relieve pain, but the medication deactivates vitamins the body needs to heal. We need to learn not to micromanage the body and to work with the body, not against it. We do what we've been taught. We've been taught that processed food is fortified and therefore nutritious. We've been taught that what we have isn't good enough, and we have to look a certain way to be loved and accepted. That the way to take care of ourselves is having your hair permed and dyed, get your nails done, have a facial and a massage, the tanning bed, and applying products to our body to prevent the signs of aging. In reality, the ingredients in those products cause us to age faster, internally and externally. Our Creator has endowed us with certain inalienable rights: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We can't enjoy those things in a body that is ravaged by disease and dying from the products we use. The chemical industry, big food, and big pharma have taken our rights away from us without us even realizing it. It's the information we've been working with that has caused our striving. We've been lied to in a big way. We were taught what to eat and how to eat in a way that doesn't serve us. We've been manipulated by crafty marketing to purchase products we thought were good for us, or at least not harmful. But actually, they contain harmful ingredients that cause the very things we're trying to prevent. Does that make you angry? It makes me angry. It's time to rethink what we've been taught. So we're going to identify or expose those things that are causing your boo-boo to fester and find alternative things that work for and not against you. Foods that taste good and fill the stomach but leave you toxic and nutritionally bankrupt. Lotions and creams that give us false sense of moisture while drying the skin and keeping it from being able to produce its own natural moisture as it absorbs harmful chemicals like a sponge. we are going to listen to what the body has to say. If the body isn't healthy, it will show up in our skin and nails and hair. And we want to see it so we can correct it nutritionally. We want a body that radiates health naturally because it is healthy. We want to grow old gracefully and with dignity. After researching the ingredients in cosmetics, call me a rebel, but I have decided the next time I wear makeup will be at my funeral. Because then I'll probably need it and it won't matter what's in it. It's time to see the world differently, to do things differently, to take back our health. Is your body sick and tired? Is it not well and becoming even more unwell with the passing of time? Think about it logically. What do you do when you get a bad cut or wound? You don't ignore it, force it to function normally, and you most certainly don't rub filth into it, because that will make it worse. You take notice and give it the attention it deserves with compassion. You cleanse and detoxify the body. You give it optimum nutrition from high quality, natural whole food sources. You protect it from further injury or contamination by eliminating exposure to things that would cause harm. You slow down and take the time it takes for rest, sleep, optimum self-care, relaxation, and socialization. And you patiently wait for healing to happen. When health has been recovered, it helps to remember not to do whatever caused the cut or wound in the first place. That's a life lesson learned. When you implement the strategies and use the tools I give you, it unlocks the self-healing mechanism of the body and results come. There are going to be moments when you feel overwhelmed. But I'm here for you to encourage, support, and guide you in this process. If it was easy, you would have already accomplished your goal. You've been stuck in the spin cycle of repeated trial and error, working too hard and not getting lasting results. That's why you need a coach and counselor. Together, we can make healing happen for you. You are searching and still in pain because you haven't found the right person to help you. If I can be of assistance, please reach out to me in an email. I look forward to serving you. Thank you for watching this video. I had a lot of fun putting this presentation together for you, and I hope you enjoyed it just as much. I wish you optimal health, safe travels, and many blessings. Goodbye. Mm-hmm.